can't stay in the streets. My first op told me he had kids, I laid him to sleep. Now I got 2 kids, I'm praying for peace. It wasn't no shooter's remorse, wasn't no rules in this war. Now we years down the line and I grew and matured. You'll see me.
Oh boy, we had to blow the whistle right up the top. Shake my hand. What's going on? It's your boy Jay Black, aka Black Man. First and foremost, justice for Charlie. Shout out to Real Deal. We are here. So can I finish my conversation? Look how it all makes sense, don't it? It all makes sense. Can I finish my conversation regarding endgame bosses? Now you see why we're here, right? Hitman Holla, I believe, was on that list of endgame bosses. And one of the things I was saying was that no matter who you put him against, look how it's making sense. Look how it's adding up. No matter who you put him against, you're going to watch. You're going to talk about it. You're going to feel a way about it. You know what I mean? The conversation's going to be light and it's going to buzz the culture. You know what I mean? Another name that y'all was saying. Y'all said, by definition, Cassidy is an endgame boss too. Shout out to Cassidy. It's just a different time. I think during his earlier times, you know what I mean, when Murder Mook was trying to call him out for 20,000 back in the day. Anybody can use 20,000. Come on, Cassidy. And Mook called him tragedy. That's old news. They good now, so I won't put the energy out there for both of these guys. But yeah, Cassidy was an endgame boss back then. But now we are here. Hitman Holla versus Cassidy. First and foremost, I want to make a disclaimer. I am not a Cassidy hater. Shout out to Cass, man. You know how this is. This is a show. This is what we do. You know what I mean? You're going to have your Skip Bayless. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have your guys that goes against you. And shout out to Cassidy. Like I've said before, I've met Cassidy a few times earlier on, like a decade ago. Of course, he doesn't remember because he's a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of his. Was a fan back then. So it was a pleasure meeting you. You know what I mean? Shaking your hand. However, he's battling Hitman Holla. What do you want me to say? I am not a Cassidy hater. Shout out to the chicken gang. Chicken gang, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But what do you want me to say in this situation in terms of competitive nature? I can say competitive aspect and competitive nature at the end? Or should I just talk generally about the battle now? What part do you want? Our stage, Hitman Holla, Cassidy. I feel like that it's a big event. You know what I mean? Hitman Holla does well in a large size crowd. Facts. His last battle with Bill wasn't a large crowd, but it's a good amount of people there. I think it was before COVID, and I feel like Cassidy might do better in a smaller room. So I'm interested to see where they go in terms of crowd sizing. You know what I mean? I know Atlanta, COVID does not exist in Atlanta, so they can go ahead and do what Ace and John the Don's doing. You know what I mean? Get like 300 people. And that'd be dope too. That'd be dope if they can follow the rules and regulations and the restrictions, you know, that Atlanta has in terms of safety. That'd be dope. I would like a larger crowd. I would like 200, 300 people because I want it to be back to battle rap. You know what I mean? I'm not a fan of the small rooms. You know, I'm not a fan of that because I'm getting it too much. If I could have both small room and large room, I'd be dope with that. But the fact that we got to stick with the small room, I don't like it. You know what I mean? So I would prefer that they go to a bigger stage. But listen, man, if you have any, doubts about this battle, the fact of the matter is you're going to be tuned in. And one thing I know about this particular battle and this particular situation, it's going to be a long ride until the battle happens, which means the promo is going to be golden. The energy is back. The science is back. Bars is back. On top of it, you got Hitman Holla is back as well. This is going to be big. Let's call it what it is. It's going to be big. It's going to be big. You know what I'm saying? But everybody is going to be expecting Hitman Holla not to lose not a goddamn round. Let's be honest. Again, I'm just calling like I see it, calling facts. So, you know what I mean? You got to think the last two oppositions for Cassidy was Goods and Arsenal. General consensus, feel away, you know what I mean, about Cassidy in those battles losing. And then you go back in the history of Hitman Holla's past 4 or 5 battles. Hitman Holla hasn't been losing. You know what I mean? This is one of the reasons I feel like he's endgame boss. You know what I mean? They was talking a whole bunch of shit. And K-Shine battled him, right? Shout out to K-Shine at the time. When we talk about K-Shine's, when K-Shine says I haven't arguably lost in years, the battle he's talking about that he lost was Hitman Holla. The rest you can debate. You know what I mean? You can say this person beat him, but clearly was 2017 Hitman Holla. Fast forward, Hitman Holla battles Tay-Rock. He wins. Pretty much every time he comes back, for the most part, to the general consensus, Hitman Holla wins. That's just the facts. You know what I mean? You can go to the past videos, go to the past battles. You know what I mean? You'll see the general consensus go in favor of Hitman Holla. So you got a guy that's returning off of all these wins. You know what I mean? I gave him an NBA 2K rating of 97. I just need to see the debate. And this is why, you know what I mean? You want somebody that's delusional in terms of a debate. Because I don't want everybody to say Hitman Holla's going to win. That debate is corny. I want to sit across from somebody that has Cassidy winning so we can get into a nice debate. But I think the majority of the culture that's here right now, because the Cassidy's his squad coming in, and they about to start bombing on us again. It's about to be a whole wave, man. And I like this. But the only thing I'm mad at is I feel like this would have been perfect. Cassidy's return would have been perfect for Rex. Y'all know damn well I wanted that shit. I've been wanted that. Oh my God. For T-Rex, this was the perfect opportunity for Cassidy versus T-Rex and Hitman Holla versus somebody else. Briz. But I ain't mad. You know what I mean? I don't think Briz went to battle regardless. So, but yeah, Cassidy versus T-Rex, Briz versus Hitman. I would like that matchup. Cassidy versus Conceited, Hitman Holla. Come on, get your boy a bag, man. You took that boy brother's bag. Cassidy versus Conceited would have been a nice matchup because we're still iffy on Conceited and what he can do in terms of this climate. But Hitman Holla versus Cassidy, you can sit here and try to deny it all you want. You're gonna be glued in. You're gonna buy the pay-per-view. You know what I mean? You're going to be in attendance. You know what I mean? You're going to be talking. Everybody going to be two or five predictions on the situation. Oh, and by the way, we're so ahead. I'm going to be dropping a Hitman Holla interview debate, a champion, tomorrow. Because just pay attention to the language and the conversation and the dialogue in that Hitman Holla interview tomorrow that we're going to drop tomorrow. It seems like we know what's going on in the future, right? That's what it seems like. But Hitman Holla versus Cassidy, this is big news right now. I'm excited because I like the trash talk. I like it. I like trash talk. Hitman is about to talk crazy. Cassidy is about to talk crazy. Please, hip hop is real. 15 minutes of fame. Now is your time. Fly out to one of these dudes, you know what I mean? Anybody that do interviews, now is your time. Because they about to bomb. They're about to bomb. And it's going to light shit up, you know what I mean? So, but competitiveness, I'm not a Cassidy hater. I'm just a realist in the situation, you know what I mean? Going back to Cassidy's last two battles, going back to Hitman Holla's past 4 or 5 battles, his career, you know what I mean? Things he's been saying in the battles. I just don't have Hitman Holla losing. I just need to hear the argument and what Cassidy's gonna do to take down one of the hardest battle rappers in the game. I just need to see what happens. What angle do you take? What route of bars? Because Hitman Holla proved versus Bill Collector, it's not our performance. He was there bar for bar, and that's a battle it could have been heavily angle based. It could have been angle based heavily. He went bar for the most part. He addressed it, but he went bar for bar. This is what I can do, bar after bar after bar after bar. So he can kind of go bar for bar with Cassidy and win, like, every round. You know what I mean? So I will say this, though. The promo will be fire. But in terms of competitiveness, I just don't see it. And the thing about it, I feel like Cassidy... Because at the end of the day, he is Cassidy, you know what I mean? The guy's a legend in hip-hop, you know what I mean? I said this before. He's a legend, you know what I mean? You got to think Kanye West, Jay-Z, 50 Cent. He's crossed paths in some way, shape, or form with all these guys. So to listen to a battle rapper to tell him what to do, man, nah, man, I don't want to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. I do what I'm Cassidy. I'm the energy. I'm the wave. He don't got to really take. He's not going to want to take. As we've seen in his past 2 battles, he's not going to want to take advice from nobody. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell him what to do. You know what I mean? He going to rap how he going to want to rap. But is it going to get him to win versus Hitman Holla? You know what I'm saying? So I think he's, stuck in his ways. Because we bought, you know what I'm saying? We bought the last time, Lockdown Philly. Arsenal versus Cassidy. You know what I mean? A lot of battle rappers spoke to him. They said this is what it's going to be. I'm curious to see what battle rapper is going to talk to him and say, I heard his rounds. Because that's what has to happen again. For people to flip they cue like, yeah, man, maybe Cassidy's going to win because he talked to so-and-so. You know what I mean? He was talking to a lot of battle rappers. I'm like, I'm like, oh, shit, it's Anderson, Philly? Cassidy might can win this. I literally, in my predictions, I had Cass 2-1 because of the shout out to 3 Letterman. He said, don't get high off the promo. I'm like, okay, this promo is good. Battle rapper A, B. We respect this battle rapper. We respect that battle rapper and this battle rapper and other battle rappers. So they saying Cassidy good? And he's in Philly. They're about to give him the extraness in Philly. Oh, Cassidy might take this 2-1. We get to the battle and it's just not it. It was the wrong game plan damn near all 3 rounds. He had some pockets in the first, and I think that's about it. So now you in Atlanta, you know what I mean? That's pretty much the hometown. Not really the hometown, but, you know, I think both of these guys, they reside in Atlanta right now. But I think in terms of stardom, in Atlanta, that might got to go Hitman Holla. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. I got Hitman Holla win this battle. This will not be the last time you hear us talk about it. The Champion crew will be talking about this, you know what I'm saying? When I do have guests over on Champion, they'll be talking about it as well. So, you know what I mean? I'm curious to know the next... I'm curious to see what they drop next. Let's say that. I wouldn't say to know. Because you know. I'm curious to see how this thing plays out. One thing I do not know is the stage size. I think that's critical information that I kind of want to hear about so I can, you know, maybe I can navigate and say, yo, Cassidy might take a round. I think Cassidy be better off. The best time you've seen Cassidy was Disaster in a smaller room. So but I doubt they do that. You know what I mean? You want to make your money back. You want to make your returns. I doubt they do a garage. You know what I mean? Where Cassidy can just rap all the way through. There's going to be some type of crowd there. It has to be. I would assume. You know what I mean? I can't speak for the shout out to RBE. I can't speak for them entirely. But I feel like as a business, you want to make some type of return. So you're not going to go in a garage with 10 people. I doubt that. But then again, pay-per-views, you know what I mean? They're going to sell. They're going to sell. Pay-per-views will sell. They will sell. But stay tuned tomorrow. We got Hitman Holla. We got Hitman Holla talking about Cassidy. It's just crazy how that dialogue and that works. I couldn't wait to drop that to you know what I mean? Just stay tuned. And the thing about it too, if you go back into history too, I believe Cassidy and Hitman Holla already battled. I believe Cassidy and Hitman Holla already battled on Wild 'N Out. I think Cassidy and Hitman Holla already battled in some way. No, they was on the same team. Nah, they didn't battle. Pardon me. Nah, my fault. Pardon me saying that. I think Cassidy was on the side of Hitman Holla conceded, so they didn't really get to exchange bars. I could be wrong. Pardon me. But that's it for now. But stay tuned. RBE, Hitman Holla versus Cassidy. Maxout. And your boy Jay Black's out right now. Shake my hand. Black!
Done ruining niggas. I wanted to put myself in a position to help. I want to do that. This nigga got like 100 interviews talking about me.
Get your neck knife. I spin back through on your homies the next night with the 30.